Alan Wake 2. Let's go.
Back to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story. In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
Good fella? I don't want to rotate the camera and see it in case I see a willy. This is definitely a interesting start to the game. Starting with a hairy, naked fella. Was not expecting the game to start like this.
Can you hear me?
Hello, big hairy man down here, help me. Yoo-hoo. I mean, I gotta do a quick rotate just to see. Oh, yep, I can see it, okay. We're staying straight on. May I saw Winky. Not doing that again. Can I run? Oh, I guess that's this guy's run. More like a gentle walk. Doing the thing where if I keep talking it won't be... Where the hell am I going? Yeah, but if I keep talking, then it won't be as scary. Fucking deer. Ah, what you doing, man? I think that was Alan. Or the bad version of Alan. We'll call him Alan Fake. I mean, you can't really call it a sprint. This is not a sprint. The game looks it. That don't sound good. I can't jump over this, right? I'll probably be coming back for you with it. Either Alan or the woman, I'm guessing. Don't mind me. Okay, they mind me. way that was meant to happen. We're fine. But all these, I guess these guys don't mind the light. Well, interesting beginning to the game. Are we going to see the title now? Beautiful pond. Nice. It's not nice what's going on in the woods. There we go. Alon! Wig! Number 2!
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
This is the detective.
Good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my God, Mom, it's not your fault. People get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers. I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so
That is a
much.
pretty mountain.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo.
God, this guy looks serious.
Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up. Here we are. Cauldron Lake.
Time to get to work. A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's
I'm
the
a
car,
FBI agent.
So where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map.
Jesus. Why is that so in your face and with the bloody noise as well? There's no need. Can I...
Worth memorizing.
I mean, that's a better run than the big hairy fella.
Up by the trees.
I guess that's not the way we need to go.
I should take a look at that map.
Oh, oh, what a... Okay. I will need to get used to the controls. Goals 2. Crime scene, find the deputies. Okay.
I think I hear someone. Could be our deputy.
I can go take a look.
Hey, over here.
Hello.
Hey there. Agent
Hi.
Casey, right?
Yes,
Sheriff Breaker said you'd be
I'm with
coming
the
by
Fubai.
to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that, Federal agents right here, Thornton. My partner,
Yeah, I'm here, you
Thornton,
son of a bitch.
down at the crime
Fubai
scene.
agent.
He's not what
Where's
you
the
call
problem?
the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
Yes, we did.
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, cried Thornton. But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
Okay, let's have a look at actually a brief. No, let
I want to see the
straight to
body.
the body.
How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Mulligan, tell them I'm here, waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
Okay.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly.
You can get inside the mind place. What?
The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head. The facts are on the board. Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
Okay. Anything else in here I need to look about? Okay. I guess that's it.
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started. Let's head down the hill to the crime scene.
Fucking nature. Gives me a headache. There's too much sky.
Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a
I'm already veering off and
you're a
exploring.
detective that I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Mm-hmm. Real funny, Anderson.
Why do I get the feeling this guy might end up dying? Out the way, Fubai agent. I'm just looking at stuff. Get out the fucking way, man. Coming through.
Stairs are out.
How are you
okay to
faster
jump
than me?
down?
You're like 60 years old, man. So far so peaceful. This is a nice jog through the woods. Nothing scary here.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Is this your version of small talk, woman? Because it's not
Damn.
great.
Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing
Of course you
around
do, you
here that
grumpy
feels
dick.
like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a
I
tarp?
love the rain.
If they did,
When it washes
next
down in my
coffee's on
face.
me.
It makes me... What is that noise?
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
Hey, you don't need a
That's
shouter
me,
right here,
at your
fella.
service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you.
Okay, following you. Can I look in here first?
So, FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers.
There might be supplies.
Good outfit, huh? You forgot the UFO cover-ups. What? Those are real? You guys heard? Let's just see this body, shall we?
There was no supplies. I am disappointed. Can you move a bit faster, please, buddy? Lives are on the line. There's a crazy deer cult slicing people's hearts out there. I see the body. You're no longer needed. God, it's getting dark quick. Yep.
Now this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. And we didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay, let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders?
Oh, I can see his winky.
Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic. Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
Okay, so this will be like a proper detective type. I like it. Investigate. Yep, I'm gonna be back on it. Just shit, wrong button. There we go.
Step 1. Examine the corpse.
Yeah, you don't need to tell me that, I know it.
The killer left the heart right next to the body. Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. Incised stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed.
Okay, I want to put them on the board, so why is it not letting me do it? Hello game. I would like to place the stuff on the board. Onto the open question. Yeah, where's that? what is going on with this game. I can't do anything else. Oh, wait.
Heart removed from chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
Okay, the clues have been resolved, the open question is unlocked, the deduction as you advance the new questions will be unlocked, updating your goals. Thank you! Learn more about the victim, learn more about the killer. Is it not killers?
Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Multiple people were here. Multiple killers?
That's what I was saying.
Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera? Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting.
Okay, let's put the new things up on mode. And to for later, but I can put that one up somewhere. That's probably the killer's footsteps, I would think.
Was he killed here, or brought here after? For display. I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
Where was that question mark at? In the shack. And there's another one back at the killer's body as well. How does one get in this place? Maybe we can loop around and get in?
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
This is giving me like Resident Evil 7 vibes.
They left a lot of garbage. Not the fastidious type.
Okay, now is that question? Yes. Okay. And there's one back near bloody detectives that are just standing around, not doing anything, not helping with the investigation.
But you can trust me. Well, I've been doing some deep research online, and I know how to keep confidential matters.
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. Now, I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale. Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
Okay, let's go back to board and put some stuff down. And these two are for later. Okay.
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Okay. Let's have a look at them. No, it's not this one. This is map. That's going to take some getting used to. There's still another question mark here.
So you knew our victim?
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago. 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here,
I bet there's more to that story.
but no happy ending.
Definitely not.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
Okay. Where to now? There's still more stuff.
Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here. I think that's everything. For now, at least.
Okay, let's stick that on the board. That's gotta go in victim, right? No, I guess it goes on killer bit.
Boot prints, indicating multiple killers. Quite the party. They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now?
Victim came from. Okay.
Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
Wait, do I have to pick one? I know it was a ritual murder because what we saw.
Victim. Why?
Flick the switch, it goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. A Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
Okay, you do get to pick both.
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder.
That's why he had no clothes on? I'm guessing.
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You
Check the
are
lake
not
shore.
allowed in
Okay.
the lake until he says otherwise.
You done talking, buddy? Thank you.
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
Yeah, you just
This
chill
one
with
of your
the
hunches, Anderson? Did something
FBI
happen at the lake?
Nightingale fella.
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged
Yeah,
him to
just
the
heard a
campgrounds,
snake.
strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then a witch with no heart. A strange echo of Al murder.
I didn't know trees got that big. Gives me the creeps.
You need to get out more. It is kind
That's
of
the way we're
creepy,
going,
though.
buddy.
There's a piece of paper on the ground. Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
It makes no sense.
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout.
Is this one of those
Written
manuscript
with a
things?
typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out
Collectible?
and it's added with a pen.
Like a manuscript.
Aha, I
Story.
said it before he said it, but it's...
Killer
yeah, it's
left
that.
a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
Reading the words.
These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were
Alan!
here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept?
Even if they knew it would end up hurting them. Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us. I should profile Nightingale about this page. We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him.
Oh
In his
god.
chest. I must find out what.
We gotta go digging.
The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale, gone missing here 13 years ago. Now he had suddenly turned up, only to be murdered in a brutal ritual on the very day of their arrival. And then there was the page. This page, the first page that they had found, not the last. The first step down into terrifying depths. Secret truths trembling beyond the threshold. Reading the words, these words, felt like a message. Was a message. Someone knew they were here. What they were doing. Someone playing a game with them, leading them on. An invitation. How could they not accept? The sheer audacity of this impossible mystery presented to them, even if they knew it would end up hurting them.
Okay.
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense. Right.
I'm running out of wall room.
Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside.
Okay, so we gotta go digging in a body.
Pacy, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Welcome back, Anderson.
Whoever wrote that page made sure it read like a story. Like a scene from a thriller.
I hate all of it. The text said we'd find more. I believe it.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative to do... what? Entertain some fantasy? Projecting their desires? Are we characters or the audience? Witnesses to their design? All the above?
It's all about control. Deciding what happens to who. Don't let it drag you in.
Too late. I'm already hooked. I need the next chapter.
You gonna tell me where we need to go? Ask deputy to move the... Okay, I guess I need to go back to where we came from then.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Okay, but the coroner's not back in town till after Deerfest. That's a week away.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, Sheriff Breaker called. Told me to tell you he's got the bookers over at the Oh Deer Diner in town. And here's a key to the gate. It's a shortcut down the hill. You know, just in case.
Okay, thank you.
Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the Bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Okay, where's the shortcut there? There's the parking thing, is it that?
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
Good to see you still in one piece, Anderson. Forest can be a dangerous place.
I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery. Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town.
This place looks pretty.
The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
Was it not parking next to the diner? There's coffee here, mate. You can have a coffee here, buddy.
Oh dear. You.
Let me guess. The FBI. Welcome
Yep,
to Bright
for bye.
Falls. It's nice to
For
have you.
short.
I got you both some coffee. Oh, it's Washington's finest.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Breaker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time. We've looked through the case files you sent over, Sheriff. Have you had many people besides the known victims go missing?
Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's
Oh,
Ed.
it's the two we saw in the woods.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay? So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree, the cult of the tree, cult of the tree." Oh, and then we found it. The whole thing was terrifying. That's all.
Okay, you're definitely holding something back.
Good to see you.
The cult of the tree. What are the Bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree back, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists. The Bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the rider fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with a murder. they were telling the truth. So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence.
I'm a very
You need
good
to hand it
person at
over.
my job. Now, if you lie again, you're getting locked up, you little shits.
Told you not to keep that thing to me.
Thanks.
Naughty
This could
people.
prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
Like we'd even dream of missing you.
Didn't Rose work here in the first game?
Saga Anderson, as I live and breathe.
Or is that someone else? I know she went a bit
I thought
loopy.
we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl.
Huh?
How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's me, silly. Rose. You know me.
I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl?
She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember.
How do you know I have a daughter?
Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time.
No. You're mistaking me for someone else.
If you say so.
The plot thickens into a fine mashed potatoey pulp that I must figure out. Because I'm a FBI agent,
My guys have Nightingale at the morgue. If
and
you're
I'm
ready
good
to go
at
take a
my
look.
job.
Let's go. Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The cult of the tree.
A murder cult. Fuck.
Have you heard of this cult of the tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
Yeah, I'll get to the morgue and we'll end it there.
Are we? I played some D&D back in the day. Wizard was always my favorite class.
Morning, Sheriff. Looks like you have some guests.
Ah, morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
I hope we
Hey,
get
what
to
do you know
explore
about
this whole
that
town.
waitress from the diner?
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take it personally.
Hey, boss. Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
Thank you.
I'll be right
Oh,
with
this is
you,
the Bright
sir.
Falls Sheriff Station.
Yep.
Anything you need, just let us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
Can I get like 1,000 bullets for me guns and like maybe, I don't know, like 2,000 AA batteries for me flashlight?
So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week. But you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
God, why is it so dark down here? Turn some lights on, god damn it.
They always cheer me up.
I can't say I feel the same.
Good job I got my
He's
flashlight.
joking. Okay. Let's take a look at our patient. I'll start with the external inspection before performing the
And
internal
on this
examination.
gruesome note, I shall end this here. Well, this game is very interesting. But yeah, tatty bye for now.